All right, get your motherboard, your CPU, RAM, and your hard drive, and really all you need is a screwdriver. Let's open up the motherboard, pull it out of the envelope. Looks like this, or close to this. And then grab the little 3D printed boots. These are going to be the feet for the motherboard. Look like this. And you're going to put them behind each of these holes here and use the black screws to screw them in place. Once you have them, it should look like this. And they're just solid little feet so that you can set your board on something. And we'll keep it like that. Find the little notch on your processor slot here. It should be marked with a little triangle in one of the corners. You can see mine's right here. The others are blank. And then we're going to take out these and remove these two panels, but we're going to keep this back plate. This is where the heatsink will screw into. You can see on my processor here, here's the marked corner. And I'm going to match that with the marked corner here. I'm just going to open the bar and then set this in the holes and then shut the bar back in. That's it. Now go ahead and take off these two brackets. It's 4 screws. Whenever you take this off, it will loosen the backside and it'll fall out, but keep it handy. Last one. All right, those are gone. You can see the plate kind of fell off the back there. The plate has standoffs with holes in them, and you push that through the back. You're going to have to kind of hold it in place while you drop the heatsink and screw it into those 4 holes. You can see the corners of the heatsink here, so you're just going to line these up. Kind of set them in the holes like that, and then get your screwdriver and screw in the 4 corners. Once that's done, this should be solid. Find the jumper that says CPU fan and go ahead and plug it into CPU fan there. All right, now get your RAM. Most boards need their RAM in pairs. They alternate slots. My board says to start with slots 2 and 4. So I'm going to use 2 and 4 here. Go ahead and get the video card and attach one of these blue brackets with a black screw right in the middle. And then get your riser board, slap it on the bottom here. Make sure you got it the right way. There we go. And then this is the USB cord right here that'll run to the motherboard. This is SATA power from the power supply. So we just set it in the bracket like this. And mine are zip tied down because we're going to transport these. But here is the other side of the USB cable with the little adapter piece, and it can set in any of these slots like here. Start with just one video card. You're just going to put one in if you have more. Start with one, get the power, SATA power again to plug in the riser board like this. My hard drive is strapped to the front of my rack. The data cable is in your motherboard box, and it runs to the motherboard into one of these SATA boots. And then SATA power from the power supply back here into the power. All right. Now I've got my main power plugged in, my CPU power plugged in. I've got the riser board plugged in. VGA power has been plugged in from the power supply as well. And then I've got a monitor hooked up so I can see what's going on. Just one video card installed. I went ahead and got my Windows media mounted here. And to turn this thing on, you just roll metal across the front panel jumpers. Oop, there we go. You jump start it. And if everything's right here, you should at least get a post. This motherboard, I think, is going to post and then just kick into the Windows install. And there it goes. You can see my hard drive there. And my USB drive. Let's see what it gives me. All right, it's kicking into Windows setup. From here, go ahead and just install Windows, install all the updates, install your video drivers for whichever one card you have. Here, I've installed Windows, run all of my updates. I ran all the optional updates, which include some drivers that cleared up everything here in Device Manager. At this point, I only have one card installed. I did install my Radeon video drivers. I downloaded Gminer, and then I got my wallet address and pool address ready. We're going to need those when we start mining. So right now, just one card. I've got two more I got to install. So at this point, I'm going to shut down, and I'm going to install the cards one by one. Don't try to install them all at once. The computer seems to get confused. So we add them one at a time. Here you go. Put this in another slot. Now that the computer's off. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the small slot. I'm just going to go in order. Okay, roll some metal to jumpstart this thing again. And when I get into Windows now, I should have two cards. All right, Device Manager. Let's see what I've got. Yep, two cards, great. I can shut down again and put in the last card. I've got three that I'm doing today on this one. But if you have more, same process, just one at a time. And drop this guy in. Make sure everybody is well seated and pushed all the way down. You get a little wobbly. All right. Jump start. And all three of my cards are lit up now. You can see the fans. After the quick little post here, all of the fans should spin. There's that one. That one's going. That one's going. All right, this looks good. Let's see what we get when we get into Windows here. All right, I've got my three cards. Everybody looks happy. I can go ahead and open Gminer and configure it. I've unpacked it to my desktop here, and I'm going to edit this mine ETH bat file since that's what we're doing here. There's two things I got to swap out. This pool address here to match the pool that I'm going to mine with, and then this is the wallet address. My Ethereum wallet address needs to go there. So I have that information handy here. Let me go ahead and grab my wallet address. Copy that. Where'd it go? Let me get it back up here. There we go. And paste it over this one that's default here. And then I'm going to mine with Ethermine pool. So I got its pool address here. Put that over here and the batch file. And I should be good to go. Save it and we can run it and our card should spin up. You can see it's detected 3 cards. There they are. And for these, I expect them to go just out of the box, about 27 mega hash each. It takes a little bit for this to spin up, but once it does, it shows you your speed and power consumption in blue. It's going to rotate that every, I don't know, every minute or so. And there it is. Yep, they're all about 27, using about 100 watts each right now. So from here, you can overclock and undervolt, but you're mining. That's it.